All right, today in reading, we are learning about informational text structure. Informational text structure, which is a big word for how I can arrange my words when I'm writing nonfiction. All right, so the first one up here says description. And if I'm going to describe something, I could describe almost anything in the world. Okay, I could write about it descriptively. Let's hear some examples of descriptive things. Angie.
Native Americans.
I could write descriptively about Native Americans. Noah?
About our president.
I could write descriptively about a president. Chloe?
McDonald's.
I could write about McDonald's or any other restaurant, any business. Emma?
Box.
A box? I guess I could write descriptively about a box. Yes.
You.
I could write descriptively about myself. Quentin?
Fire.
I could write descriptively about a fire. So, I hope we're getting the idea that you can write descriptively about basically anything, right?
A box.
Okay? So here's some things to think about. A lot of times, they'll tell you what things are like. They'll give you characteristics. They'll give you examples. It's descriptive. Okay, that one's the easiest because it's basic. Okay? The second one up here, order. Sometimes it's called sequence. It means whatever they're telling you has to go in order. You're showing events or procedures in order. If I am making cookies, okay, I'm reading my recipe, is it important that the directions are in order? Yeah, or that's not going to work out, right? So cookbooks, all cookbooks use order and sequence to list the steps of a recipe. What else might we need to read in order? In order. Hayden?
A book.
Okay, so all of these are books. What type of information might we need to learn in order? Chloe?
Instructions.
Any sort of directions. Okay, thank you those of you listening nicely. I appreciate that. Any sort of direction books have to go in order. Madeline?
Books about something that's going to happen in your life.
Oh yeah, anything with like a timeline. What if I went back and read a story about World War II? Does it help me if the events are in order?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So things that are in order and sequence, they show you things in order. You might see these types of words. First, second, third, next, later. Okay, it goes in order. The next one, this is one of my favorites. Okay, compare and contrast. I'm showing how two or more things are alike and different. We do this all the time. All right, give me an example of something you could compare and contrast with each other. How they're the same and how they're different. Cadence?
How old you are?
My age compared to your age? We could compare and contrast that. I'm very old compared to Cadence. Okay? Hayden, what's something that we could talk about how things are alike and different?
Like how giraffes have longer necks than humans.
Okay. What about if I wanted to compare cats and dogs? Could I do that?
No.
I could figure out how they're the same and how they're different? Okay. What about if I said, how are lions and tigers the same and different? Could we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. No matter what we're comparing, though, we are showing that two or more things are alike or different. All right, these last two are very similar, so make sure you're paying attention. We have a fake little fun quiz activity coming up. Cause and effect. Something happens, and it causes something else to happen. Okay, so here's an example. Because it was warm at recess, most of you played without your coats on, right? The cause was the warm weather. The effect, you took your coats off. Here's another one. Because the city got a huge snowstorm, the effect was that school was canceled and no one could go to school the next day. Because of COVID-19, the effect has been we all get to wear masks and socially distance and keep really clean hands, right? So cause and effect. Something happened and resulted in an effect. Does anyone have another example of cause and effect? Chloe?
Back when my brother stabbed my sister kicked his gun.
Okay. If you don't act right to someone, they might have a reaction. You'll cause an effect. Eric?
It was there was a rainy day, and it was a rainy and a lightning day, and the power went out because of the lightning.
Good. So the cause was a storm. The effect was no power. Madeline?
The it to not fit in its house.
Oh, man. And
Oh.
that might relate to us for Halloween, right? Maybe Cadence ate so much candy she caused herself to have a tummy ache.
That was true.
Okay, hold your ideas. We have one more. Problem solution. Now, think about how it's different from this. I need all of your eyes and ear balls up here. Cause and effect. We're not necessarily solving a problem. Problem solution, we are presented with a problem and we solve it. Okay? So you're going to talk about a problem and show a solution. So here's one of those. The earth has too much plastic and we all throw it in the trash. Okay, that's my problem. The solution to that is that we all started to recycle. Okay, here's another one. Sea turtles were getting wrapped up in plastic in the ocean. That's the problem. The solution is that people made everyone aware that this is an issue and you shouldn't throw away as much plastic. Okay, here's another one. The problem. Oh man, I forgot to do my homework last night. I only have 5 minutes to do it. The solution? I need to sit down and do it really fast. Okay? Problem and solution. So tell me now, how is cause and effect different from problem and solution? Because you all have to know this. Quentin, how are they different?
Well, one of them is like you do something and that affects the like that.
Uh-huh.
So let's say here. I sleep in for 3 minutes. My mom grounds me for a really long time.
Okay, the cause, you didn't do something right. The effect, you get grounded. That wasn't solving a problem, right? Okay, so a problem solution, you have to have a problem and a solution has to be shown. Okay, someone give me an example of problem solution. Eric?
You buy a coat that's not big enough, you return it and get a bigger one.
Okay, good. Madeline?
The pig that couldn't fit in its house started exercising.
Perfect. The problem, I don't fit. The solution, I need to do things so that I'll fit. Angie?
I had a huge mess, and my mom was going to be coming soon. And if she saw my mess, I'd be grounded. So I'd clean it up really fast and like maybe read a book.
Good. That reminded me of Cat in the Hat when they clean as fast as they can and then it's all good. Okay, we have so many good ideas, but we have a fun little game to play real quick. Okay, I am going to read you something, and you need to tell me which text structure would be the best one to use to write about it. Okay, here's our first one. Let's start here. To explain how queen bees, worker bees, and drones are alike and different. Which text structure would I need to use to show that queen bees, worker bees, and drones are alike and different? Hayden?
Order and
I'm going to stop you right there. The keywords are alike and different. Alike and different.
positive fact.
No? Eric?
Compare and contrast.
Compare and contrast to show how two or more things are alike and different, right? They're all bees. They have similarities, but they have different jobs. So they're a little different. All right. So then let's try this really hard one. To show the similarities and differences between sharks and dolphins. Let's see who was listening. Hudson?
Compare and contrast.
Good. Okay, same thing. To show how they're alike and different. How about this? To look at the life cycle of a poison dart frog. Think about it. The life cycle of a poison dart frog. That means it's born, it lives, it dies. Cadence? Yeah, order and sequence. We have to talk about its birth before we talk about how it dies, right? It needs to go in order. If it didn't go in order, would it be hard for the reader to understand? Yeah, that's why this stuff's important. Okay, next one. Listen carefully. To show how an unclean kitchen area can cause illness and how a chef may take steps to prevent this. Think carefully. Josiah, what do you think?
Effect.
Cause and effect. Did they talk about a solution to the problem?
Oh wait, no, problem solution.
Good. See, these two are very similar. Okay, so listen again. To show how an unclean kitchen area can cause illness, that's the problem, right? and how a chef may take steps to prevent this. That'd be the solution.
What does prevent mean?
Prevent means to not allow that to happen. All right, let's do maybe 3 more, and we'll keep doing these all week. All right, how about, to tell what Tasmanian devils look like and how they act in the wild. Which text structure? Hopefully we're all thinking about this. Madeline?
Compare and contrast.
What are we comparing?
The thingy and the wild.
All right, let me read it again. To tell what Tasmanian devils look like and how they act in the wild. Chloe?
Description.
Description. Okay, we're just telling about something. All right, let's do another one. Ooh. To explain how lifting weights can help strengthen bones. To explain how lifting weights can help strengthen bones. Hudson?
Description?
It is descriptive, but we can be more specific. Madeline?
Problem and order. No, this one's hard.
It is hard. To explain how lifting weights can help strengthen bones.
Problem solution.
Okay, this one I would say maybe you could argue either of these two. Okay? I would say probably it's cause and effect. Because if you lift weights, you strengthen bones. However, if it was presented that weak bones are a problem, and that in order to solve it, you need to strengthen yourself, then it would be problem solution. Last one. All right. Which structure would we need to give step-by-step instructions for putting together a glider? Think about it. Think about it. Cadence? Order and sequence. All right, nice job. So this is what we're working on most of this week, okay? We have 5 text structures. You're going to need to be able to see an article and say, oh, it's that one, or it's this one, or it's this one, okay? Or this one or this one. All right. Any questions before we stop for now? Eric?
Why is that green, blue, and green, and all the others are, and the other
I don't know. I must have messed this up last year.
Last year.
I made this last year. Cadence. Shh.
another one for cause and effect.
Okay, let's hear it real quick.
The shark ate the person and it caused the water to turn red because of the blood.
There you go. Okay. All right. All of you, I will see you later. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.